Hello, I'm Matthew and I'm a Chartered Financial Planner at Wealth Advice. In this video, I'm going to talk about pensions and ISAs, specifically looking at the differences between the two, and we'll cover the pros and cons of each product. Pensions and ISAs are both potentially tax efficient products and each has their own set of unique rules and regulations. I'll start off with ISAs, giving you an overview of what an ISA actually is and the pros and cons of using one when it comes to saving for your long-term retirement. Firstly, there's several different kinds of ISAs to consider. There's cash ISAs, which work just like a normal savings account, except you won't pay any tax on the interest that's generated. Invested ISAs, also known as stocks and shares ISAs, where the money you invest is free from any UK capital gains and any income tax. There's also lifetime ISAs, which replace the previous Help to Buy ISAs, where you can deposit £4,000 a year, but the government will top up your savings by 25%. There's also restrictions on when and why you can draw money from the lifetime ISA. There are also junior ISAs, but we'll go into more details about those in a separate video. For the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on that invested stocks and shares ISA, but we'll do another video that goes into the full details of all the types of ISAs. What can you expect from an ISA? While no tax relief is given on payments into an ISA, the accumulated investments can grow tax-free. You also don't have to pay any capital gains tax or any income tax within the ISA savings. An ISA does, however, form part of your estate unless it's left to an exempt beneficiary such as your spouse or civil partner, but then it will ultimately be in their estate. If your estate is more than the inheritance tax nil rate band of $325,000, tax could be applied at 40%. The maximum allowance for an invested ISA is £20,000 in a tax year. Unfortunately, unlike pensions, unused allowance can't be carried forward to later years, but there's no lifetime allowance or maximum overall savings amount. You will often see a headline of the ISA millionaire, someone who's regularly saved and had investment growth. An ISA, again, unlike a pension, doesn't allow an employer to save into it. Moving on to look at pensions and their benefits. With a pension, you receive tax relief on personal payments into your pension, up to either £40,000 per year or 100% of your annual earnings, whichever is less. The funds saved in your pensions can grow tax-free, so there's no capital gains tax, and when it comes to accessing benefits, usually 25% of your pension can be accessed tax-free, with the rest being accessed at your marginal rate of tax. Your pension isn't usually factored into your estate when you die, so it will not be liable for inheritance tax. So again, that's a contrast to the ISA that we highlighted before. There is a lifetime allowance limit on the amount that you can save into your pensions. For most people, the current limit is £1,073,100. Only people who exceed this limit will have to pay an extra tax charge on additional pensions being accessed. You can't access your pension until 55, and this is rising to 57 in 2028, but it could be earlier if you're in ill health. Again, this is a contrast with the ISA where there's no age limit for accessing it. With the pension, your employer will often pay into your pension scheme for you, so that's a definite benefit compared to the ISA. Clearly, there's quite a few similarities and differences between the pensions and ISAs, so how do you decide on what's the best option for you? ISAs are generally seen as something to hold for at least the medium term because you can access them whenever you like. For an invested stocks and shares ISA, it's always recommended that you keep them in place for a minimum time frame of 5 years to factor in potential investment volatility. Pensions are ideal for that long-term investor because if you're not able to access your pension until 55, the main advantage here is you've got a long-term horizon. And as you get tax relief when you're paying into a pension, actually that's building up more over time. As we've mentioned with the ISAs, this doesn't apply. Payments from your employer into the pension can also definitely boost those contributions, which could also be seen as free money essentially. So to settle the pension and ISA debate, the answer is it really depends on your personal circumstances and what you're looking to achieve. Both have their place and can be combined to provide a good solid foundation for your retirement. Considering a pension for that longer term saving that you know you're not going to access, and the ISAs can be a great option if you think that you might have to access the funds either earlier than 55 or potentially needing to dip in with an unknown amount. The combination of the solutions you use will depend very much on how much money you have available to save. Combining pension and ISAs will provide you with a great deal of savings, which can be sheltered for tax over the long term. I hope you found this interesting. If you've got any topics that you would like us to cover in future videos, please leave it in the comments below. And as always, we'd appreciate a like and a subscription. Thank you very much for listening.